everybody, I'm Christopher Lowell, and today we're talking about closets. That's right, closets. Now, how many of us use closets to throw our stuff into? You know, hide all those things when unexpected guests arrive. Am I right? You don't ever do that, right? Well, no, of course you don't. Yeah, sure. Well, you know, some of us treat our closet space like unorganized way stations for storage. I guess that's where you'd probably put things like, oh, I don't know, the skeleton? Just kidding. But you know, the wonderful thing about closet space, depending on where they may be in your home, is they don't have to just be for closets. You can actually reclaim those tiny rooms and transform them into just about anything you want. Office space, mini sewing rooms, oh, the list goes on and on. Now, over the years, we've done a number of shows about small spaces. In fact, I know we get letters from you all the time, and many of you actually feel like you live in a closet. Tiny spaces. Well, today, we're going to help you cope with your closet dilemmas and hopefully give you some great ideas. Hey, isn't that why you watch? For all the ideas. Well, you watch for me too, right? Good, okay. So, whether it's a broom closet or a walk-in closet, we've got some cool ideas that will culminate in a great closet makeover challenge. Get that money out, we're going to take bets. Come right back. Hi, everybody. Today we're talking about closets. Now, one of the problems most people face with closets is that they're unorganized. We have a tendency, you know, to close the door and forget what's inside. Am I right? You know, and each time you open the door, you say to yourself, you know, I gotta do something about this. And then what do? You close the door and walk away. Well, up till now. You know, with that in mind, let's take a look at some great storage ideas and also other places around the house besides closets that you can help maximize so you can free up the closets and organize them. Love this idea. What this basically is, this is a basically cubicles stacked on top of each other. Now, this could easily be achieved with you at home. You could even take anything from small little cubes that you could buy inexpensively, stacked on top of each other, and it's the wide face in a high-key color and the black in the background that makes it an extraordinary focal point in your room. Next. Okay, this one here is a great way to maximize your storage. If you've always wanted a pantry in your kitchen, but you've got all this stuff in the pantry, clean it out and use a lot of those things in the house. Here's just simple little shelves, plate racks, and isn't it amazing how much not only you can get storage-wise, freeing up your cabinets, but more importantly, it looks great too, and easy to use. Next, please. Here's a terrific idea, dividing one space here from another space here. Here, they just added a shelf here, sliding doors underneath the large shelf, an area up on top of here for tchotchkes, and an area way up top of here. Wow, pretty cool. Next, please. Now, this I like a lot. A lot of times we feel like we can't have armoires because they're too heavy and they take too much space. Here's a great way. This armoire is actually just a built-in bookcase that's been painted the same color as the wall, so it looks like a closet. French doors have been on the front, and to keep it light and fresh, shears have been used in the background. Too cool. Love that. Next. This is really cool, too. Oftentimes, we have fireplace settings like this, and there's always that strange, awkward area on both sides. Well, this artist used these areas to add shelves, protecting the wall, and now he's got a place to hold all of his canvases on this side, and over here are some flat drawers. Love that. Okay, next. These are really great items. These are little cubby holes. You see these at flea markets all the time. They're just terrific. It's just a ton of little drawers that you can help organize all your stuff and get them out of the closet so you've got a closet to reclaim. Woohoo! Next. Tansus are always a great idea. Here you could take five cubes that you buy at a place like IKEA, stack them all up, leaning up against the wall. You've got terrific storage here, and again, we got a closet back. Next. This is a great idea. Oftentimes in kitchens or in bar areas where everything gets a little bit out of control, what ends up happening is all of our glasses take up all of this room. Here's a great way to take those glasses out, merchandise them, make them look great. Now, we love this idea so much that we actually did it in our showcase house, too. Let's take a look at what we did, and we had the same problem. Here we had a window here, and we had a window here, and we said to ourselves, you know, there is so little space inside of our kitchen cabinets. So here we took everything out that we thought was attractive to look at just by arranging it in beautiful clusters of still life. Now, as a cook, it's great in the showcase house. We can go anywhere we want, pick up what we want, and use it right away. I think that's terrific. Let's go on, shall we? We get this question all the time: what do I do with my great big entertainment center? This is sort of the idea, but I think we can do even better than this. Here you see the big entertainment center here. Nice idea is to go out and buy yourself a couple of big anchoring bookcases, just like so. But let's not stop there. Let's now add a nice big shelf all the way across connecting the two, and where this shelf is, add another shelf connecting the two to give you more merchandising area up here, all right? Little half-round shelves can be added here, and suddenly you have an entire wall which makes this look recessed, and we love that. Okay, moving on. Next. Here again, it's the same type of thing. We see 3 bookcases against one wall. We like the idea of that a lot. But something else I would do is I would separate these out a little bit more and maybe put cubby holes in here for nice long areas. By connecting bookcases, then trimming them out in molding on the faces and a little crown molding on the top, it makes it all feel united and also saves you a lot of craftsmanship when it comes to having to hire a carpenter. Hate that. Move on. Next one. Standard shelves are something we always ignore. Used to be that they were only for outside wood sheds, and the fact of the matter is they look great inside a house, and it's really nothing but plywood, a little bit of stainless steel showing. You can always paint the standards the same color as your actual wall to make it look built in. But here's another thing you can do. You can take pine, put a pine board on this side, and then put a whole face around this. Actually add doors where you want to, just building right onto the existing shelves. It's a cool idea. So you can actually make a closet that's hidden, or you can keep it exposed, and by well merchandising a space like this, everything says, I love you, you can get to me from here. Next, please. Here again, it's the exact same things with the standards. They've used boxes down here. Everything is accessible. Let's move along. Here again, a corner area is the places that we ignore. A shelf like this could be painted the same color as the background, well merchandised, and it looks terrific, okay? Just a few ideas to help you get the stuff out of the closet so that we can go and do something with the closet. Now we're going to take a look at a wonderful designed house. It's a design house here in Los Angeles called the Hancock Park Design House, where they gave us a great example of what a his and her closet could be. Oh, you're going to daydream about this forever. Let's go take a look.
This 1920s Mediterranean-style home is the location for the Hancock Park Design Showcase. Inside, designers Christina Adams and Kimberly Schmidt transformed a spacious guest bedroom into a master closet with plenty of vintage Hollywood chic. By creating a common wall of shelving, there's space for every bit of clothing. And as far as accessories, the designers chose to keep them vintage and sleek. There won't be any fighting over closet space here, with more than enough room to catch up on some reading or have a light snack. With classic neutral tones and textural fabrics, the masculine and feminine elements of this space blend together very well. With a champagne satin vanity for her and rich mahogany leather chair for him, it's 40s style glamour with a modern sensibility. Christina and Kimberly's approach to the design of this master closet goes beyond traditional to a multifunctional environment with everything in its place. When you have an open space, get creative. Use it. It's what I've been saying all along. Furniture placement defines the space. Then you can have fun and accessorize it. While this space is a perfect solution for anyone who's ever had to share a closet, not everyone can transform a spare room into a closet like this, but it's proof that function can be fabulous with a little imagination.
So, are you getting some ideas? Could you die? I thought so. All right, up next, we have a closet challenge you won't want to miss. Really, it's going to be a lot of fun. Decorating with underwear? We're gonna. Hurry back.
Oh boy, a show about storage. I could sure use that. I'm gonna need lots of storage for my trophies and awards. Yep, I became big. Lighted trophy cases in the corner. Well, what did you expect? I only started dropping stairs last week.
Clorox Bleach Pen Gel. lets you bleach exactly what you want to bleach, and nothing more. Clorox Bleach Pen Gel.
An important message for anyone over 50 with risks for heart disease or with pain or heaviness in the legs. You may have poor leg circulation that could be a condition called peripheral artery disease, or PAD.
Dr. Torman, is PAD a serious condition?
Yes, because it increases your risk of heart attack or stroke up to 6 times. You see, poor circulation in the legs can be a sign of poor circulation throughout your body, including your heart and your brain.
There's information available to help you learn more.
Now, doctor, does everyone with PAD have symptoms?
Not necessarily. You may experience pain or heaviness in the legs when walking. If you're less active, you may not notice any symptoms.
Is there a test for PAD?
Yes, it's simple, and if you're diagnosed, treatments are available to reduce the risk of heart attack or stroke.
Learn how to reduce your risk. Call 1-866-821-8109 today for your free information about PAD, diagnosis, and treatment options.
Visit us on the web, the Discovery homepage, where you can find recipes, decorating tips, and more. Get to know your favorite hosts and check out our up-to-date program information. Go to discovery.com and click on Discovery Home. The designer guys are put to the test with a brand new show. Their mission? To redesign a room for a client they've only met one time. The challenge? Working together. Design Rivals, premiering January 8th at 8:30 on Discovery Home Channel.
Some call him a murderer. Some call him a holy man. Now Van Helsing is here on pay-per-view. It's the ultimate battle between the world's deadliest creatures and the one man who must stop them.
Now that I have your attention.
Then stay tuned after the credits for an exclusive bonus featurette, only available on pay-per-view, that reveals the secrets of Van Helsing's beautiful women and amazing weapons. Van Helsing, now playing on pay-per-view.
How do the Hollywood stars lose up to 5 pounds in one day? With a Hollywood 24-hour miracle diet. Lose up to 5 pounds in one day while you cleanse, detoxify, and rejuvenate your body.
I lost 5 pounds yesterday.
And I lost 4 pounds.
I lost 5 pounds in one day.
My first day I lost 5 pounds. Second day I lost another 5 pounds.
Lose up to 5 pounds in one day for a special occasion or that romantic evening. Call 1-800-NEW-DIET or log on to purplediet.com.
Next on the Discovery Home Channel, watch a true renovation story from the groundbreaking to the final touches. Stay tuned for House Lift, next on the Discovery Home Channel. Sponsored by Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
Really do have to clean those drawers out. Hi, everybody. Today we're talking about closet space, and do we have the ultimate challenge? We most certainly do. Now, we've taken a 4-by-8 foot closet space, erected walls right in this very room, and we handed it over to 3 separate designers. Their mission? To turn that closet space into a working, functioning room. That's right, a room. Woo-hoo. So, let's meet our first challenger.
Hi, I'm Kelly Harbor. I'm Vice President of Merchandising and the designer for Custom Corner. Custom Corner is a direct sales company where you can actually buy the product through our design consultants. The challenge that Christopher Lowell posed to us was to create a utility room out of this small space, and we're up for the challenge. What we're going to do is make this a haven, not only where you do your laundry, the folding, the ironing, all the horrible things that you have to do in your laundry room. We want to make it where you can do your arts and crafts, watch some TV, pay your bills, sew, place to store your tools. What I brought with me to actually solve this dilemma was our core product, which is the Dream Home Planner. The Dream Home Planner actually gives you something to start your planning with on the utility room. I also brought a lot of our fabrics that I plan on using, the different warm colors, I thought to brighten it up, make it cheery and warm and inviting. So we're up for the challenge.
4-by-8 foot? It's not a lot of room, is it? However, are you ready to see what Kelly did? Let me tell you, she lived up to the challenge. She transformed that small space into a complete, workable laundry area. This is so cool. Watch. Now, you know how I'm always encouraging you, no matter how small, to find a personal space. Well, that's exactly the challenge that our next contestant came up to. The fact of the matter is she took a utilitarian space and made it a real art space where you could get in touch with your own personal creativity. She's Kelly Harbor, and she's from Custom Corners, as you know. Now, Kelly, we asked you to literally find a place where you could get sort of that stuff that we don't like to do very much and make that more fun.
Right.
And on top of that, you took it a step further. Tell me what we did.
First, we started with the Bosch system of a washer and dryer stackable. It, condensed your space, and it's silent. So you can watch TV, talk on the telephone, and conduct your business from this space.
That's fabulous. So it's sort of like the power center.
Right. An 8x4 space is not very big.
It's not very big at all.
We went ahead and we painted the color of the walls like a warm color. We sell fabric by the yard, so as you can see, we actually brought in a lot of fabric to kind of make it homey.
Now that's serving two different functions here. Underneath all that shared fabric is shelving and all that sort of thing.
Yes.
So that's where you'd put your laundry detergent, your glue gun, all that sort of space.
Well, because you have to plan ahead and you have to think, okay, what all do you want to use the space for? So I started thinking, well, you sew, you need a place to keep your needles and your threads and all your little knickknacks, your glue gun, your glue, staples, and then also the home office. A lot of our design consultants need a place that they can make phone calls and keep up with their bills and their accounts receivable.
Exactly.
So we tried to combine it all into this.
Well, it was interesting, too, because doing laundry has a lot of the same attributes as doing crafts.
Right.
You have to iron to do craft. You have to sew to do crafts. So it doesn't make a difference whether you're sewing on a button or you're making some wonderful artifact for your home.
Right.
Now, you took that same concept and you took just an ordinary chair. You made a great slipcover out of that, which is terrific.
Right.
And then as we work our way down, one of the things that you did, because it is a small space, you sort of took the bar concept. And so here we see that this folds up out of the way, so our ironing board is in motion, ready to go here, but when you don't need it, in order to enter the space, it just folds right away. So it's really doing a lot of dual functions.
And we also put a basket underneath that serves as a place to keep your iron and your starch, and so it's kind of handy.
You know, the thing I always tell people, too, is when you're planning your creative space, if you're disorganized, by the time you get everything planned, you're going to lose that wonderful moment of creativity.
Right.
So you got to be able to get your hands on the stuff when you need it.
Quick, right.
That's great. Well, Kelly, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
And this just goes to prove, everybody, that a tiny space like this can be a personal, empowering space. And you proved it.
Good.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
We love that. Way too cool, or what? Did you get some ideas from that? Well, I hope you did. Well, there are more challenges waiting in the wings. Up next, a guy who knows what to do to make a brief statement. Brief? Well, you'll see when we come back. It's very cool.
Reclaim your closet. Store your new stuff. You can at the Home Depot. With special buys on everything you need to be neater. And right now, get a free gift card worth up to $40 with select storage purchases. Plus, get no payments, no interest till January 2006 on everything in the store with your Home Depot or Expo consumer credit card. Get the know-how to make your dollars work harder this year. You can at the Home Depot. You can do it, we can help.
Technology works for some people. I'm not one of them. That's why I use Walgreens Digital Photo Center. They have experts to help people like me. I can bring in any digital media, edit my photos, and print as many of the ones I like with a choice of sizes. And unlike the prints most people make at home, these prints cost less and last a lifetime. And it's easy, even for me.
A very special message for people with diabetes.
If you have diabetes and take insulin, I want to tell you about a wonderful free program called Keeping Well with Diabetes. It gives you the tools you need to help you manage your diabetes. A carbohydrate and calorie counter for making meal planning easier. A helpful guide for better doctor office visits, plus lots of useful health information.
Call now. With a carbohydrate and calorie counter, you'll have the facts for over 130 foods and drinks right at your fingertips. Your guide to better office visits brings you questions to ask your doctor, important checklists, and information to help you with your at-home care. And you'll get ongoing support. You'll even be one of the first to know about and save on new products.
Call now. Get free tools and membership in Keeping Well with Diabetes.
On the next Cookin' in Brooklyn, don't tell Alan Harding his food isn't hot enough.
They're going to be asking for fire extinguishers.
On the next Cookin' in Brooklyn.
I don't really want to kill them.
Tuesday at 8.
Wings are ready. Let me at them.
Only on Discovery Home Channel. Next, reality is really hitting home. Step by step, watch a true renovation story from the groundbreaking to the final touches. Get ready for House Lift, next on Discovery Home Channel.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about closets, and we've set up a challenge. We've taken a 4x8 foot closet space, erected walls right here in this room, and handed that space over to 3 people and asked them to turn it into a room. Now, wait till you meet this next guy. He's great, and he knows how not to box himself into a corner. Well, you'll see what I mean.
Hi, my name is Nick Graham. I'm the Chief Underwear Officer of Joe Boxer, and we're here today to accept Christopher's Closet Challenge and what to do with a small space like this. Just to let you know, Joe Boxer does make home furnishings, and just to give you an example of something to do with your old underwear, this is as a pillowcase. Anyway, it's a small space, but we're up to the challenge. So this is our extremely professional drawing of the closet as we see it. And it looks, basically what we're looking at doing is basically there will be just room for a bed to sleep on, of course. At the end of the bed, we'll put little drawers, left brain and right brain. And the left brain, of course, is the linear thinking side, so that'll be your underwear will be folded very neatly. The right brain is more creative, so there won't be any folding at all. We'll also have a couple of alarm clocks, just in case you throw one at the wall. You know, you've always got one on standby. We'll also have some pegs around here with 8 pairs of underwear hanging. That's one for every day of the week and a spare just in case. And we're also going to put some words around the top which will remind you what to do in this sleeping space. And the words will be about 7 inches, 8 inches high. So, and they're words like sleep and dream and, you know, just in case you forget what you're supposed to do. I'm getting a phone call just a second. Hello? Sorry. And some curtains to cover the window and maybe some window treatments. And, of course, a wig stand. I don't know why, but might be fun.
I don't know. That tiny little space into a bedroom? What do you think? Do you think you can pull it off? Well, this you're not going to believe. Our friend really lived up and exceeded our expectations. Take a look at what he did. He's also so much fun to be around. Check this out. Now, the same space is now given to a challenger who, well, let me tell you something. Imagine building a whole room around your underwear. Well, that's exactly what this space is all about. It's about fun, it's about over the top, and it's about imagination. And the creator of this is Nick Graham. How are you, Nick?
Hey, Christopher, good. How are you?
Well, this looks fabulous.
It's very subtle, isn't it?
Yeah, very subtle. Lots of eye candy here. Let's start way from the back. Now, your space actually inherited a window.
Right.
Okay.
Thank goodness. So.
Yeah.
But we didn't do a lot with that. But we did some window treatments with the black and white fabric. This is all from our home furnishings line as well. So it's not just underwear. We actually
so it's underwear and curtains.
Exactly.
So when you strip, you match your decor.
Exactly. You just throw it on the window.
Which is kind of what this is. This is kind of a weird, fun little oasis for, you know.
Right. And we kept it very black and white because a lot of what we make is very colorful. So we didn't want to kind of overdo it with like wallpapers and stuff. And so we just very white, and we put some words on the wall just to remind you what to do while you're in the space.
Right.
Like sleep and snack and dream and stuff.
Great. Now, the bed is butted up against what? You've got a platform back there.
Yeah, we put a little a credenza or something back there to put, and on the credenza we put some a wig stand, 2 wig stands, which one was a purple hair in case you don't like what you're wearing that day. And then the other is a nose glass, you know, from the jokes.
Exactly. I love this. Now, I'm also noticing that you've got a magazine rack here.
Right, and we put, you know, really contemporary magazines up there, wired, the face and wallpaper. And it's just kind of, I look at this as a very contemporary spot for someone just to
No question about it.
No question. No, this is very not like, this is not Louis XIV at all.
No, I think it's great. Now, we've got a bed tray here. What's with the teeth on the bed tray?
What's with the chattering teeth? Well, that's, I have no idea, actually. Those are just little things that we always use at Joe Boxer, just kind of they're little visual icons and visual puns that we use in our home furnishings.
So what you've really done is you've used your imagination.
Right.
You've created a fun space. It makes you smile.
Right, it has to.
And yet it's interesting. This is a very practical space. I mean, there's enough room. You've got a full double bed in here.
So, you know, if somebody had an extra closet and they're looking for a kid's room option.
It would be great for this, yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So, and a lot of kids could probably use this because it would be harder for them to mess it up a lot, you know, because you can't throw a lot of stuff on the floor because there is no floor.
Yeah.
So.
Well, speaking of floor, you actually put down some of these tiles here, which I think is really very cool. This is a sort of an interlocking system?
Yeah, we kept the black and white again, and this is interlocking. These are plastic tiles that are very easy to get, and they're very easy to put down. You don't need any kind of experience, obviously.
So you're not installing, you're just basically putting them down.
Right, just laying them on the floor.
Let's go over here and talk about the left brain, right brain, shall we?
Yeah, this is, I think, one of my favorite features of the room. This is like these little drawers under here that you can open.
Okay.
And the left brain, of course, is the very organized part of the brain, so we've got the underwear, it's all, you know, ready in here.
Yeah, I love this whole underwear thing. It's fun, the smiley faces are everywhere. That really becomes quite the color accent throughout the
Yeah,
space.
it does. We use a lot of yellow, but then we've got a lot of color from the towels and stuff. And then we go to the right brain, which, of course, is the messier part of the...
this looks like my room.
Yeah, this is what your room looks like. So.
Couple of bananas.
Couple of bananas, cookies, in case Santa shows up. And these pajamas are great. These actually glow in the dark, too. So
these glow in the dark?
These glow in the dark. So you don't even need lights in this room. The whole thing glows.
Well, that's great. This has been so much fun. Nick, thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris.
This is so
Appreciate it.
cool. Would you ever believe that you could decorate your space with underwear? Who knew?
Somebody has to do it.
Somebody had to do it. Wow. What did you think? Didn't I tell you that guy's a lot of fun to be around? Isn't that terrific? Now, I've heard of sleeping in a closet. Well, if that's the closet, he's got it covered, doesn't he? Ooh, I wonder if my underwear's big. Oh, never mind. Up next, we have one more challenger to meet, and later on, it's off to our showcase house for our closet makeover. It's really neat. Stick around. You can afford it, too. Bye-bye.
Boy, that Joe Boxer is so cool. Uh-oh. But the one thing he didn't mention, don't attach your underwear to the wall while you're still wearing it. Mom?
We are the men and women of the United States Army Reserve. We are regular people who share our time serving our country and our communities. Our training makes us stronger as soldiers and as citizens who stand ready.
To find out how you can serve your country in the Army Reserve, call 1-888-624-ARMY for this free DVD and get a free sports watch. Stand ready in the Army Reserve.
If you are overweight and losing the battle of the bulge, you are not alone. Have you tried low-fat diets, counting calories, diet pills, but still nothing has worked for you? Finally, there's an answer. For the first time, the world-famous low-carb Atkins diet is available on a convenient DVD. Simply let Dr. Atkins himself show you how to lose the weight on the Atkins Complete DVD. If you want to lose 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds or more while still enjoying the rich, delicious foods you love, call now. You get the DVD plus a personal diet manual, carbohydrate gram counter, and a meal planner with over 90 controlled carb recipes. An exclusive value of over $50 for only $24.99. But wait, if you order right now, you'll also receive 3 Atkins Cinnamon Bun Morning Start Bars. Packed with protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, it's our free gift with your order. Call the number on your screen now.
On the next Tool Belt Diva,
Norma Valley helps a homeowner fix up her fireplace.
Seeing the brick disappear would be great.
we're gonna make that disappear.
A little hard work and a marble finish.
That's classy.
Will give this living room,
You know what? Why don't you do it?
a hot new look.
Look how elegant that is. That's beautiful.
On the next Tool Belt Diva, tonight at 9.
Only on Discovery Home Channel.
Lose fat, increase energy, reshape your body in record time with Fitness Made Simple's new 45-minute fat-burning workout.
There are no tricky dance moves, no high-impact gyrations, just lightweight training done at a heart-pumping cardio pace to build lean muscle and burn pounds of fat.
Work out at home with fitness celebrity John Bastow doing exercises to sculpt your chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs, and abs. Call now or order online at fitnessmadesimple.com.
Fitness Made Simple, bringing real results to real people.
How would you like the power to change from this to this? Join the thousands of men and women who are changing their bodies and lives with our best-selling videos hosted by fitness celebrity John Bastow.
Fitness Made Simple gives you the power to change. The power to change your body, the power to change your life.
Order our power package today and get the original Fitness Made Simple workout and nutrition video, plus AM/PM workouts, John's popular morning and evening exercise video for only $29.95. That's 2 videos for the price of 1. Call now.
Fitness Made Simple, bringing real results to real people.
Next, reality is really hitting home. Step by step, watch a true renovation story from the groundbreaking to the final touches. Get ready for House Lift, next on Discovery Home Channel.
It's my silverware drawer. Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Today we are talking about closets. We're showing you how to organize them. We're also showing how, with a little bit of imagination, a small closet space can be actually transformed into just about anything. Now, are you ready to meet our third challenger for our Cool Closet Challenge? Try saying that a couple of times. The challenge we took on was a 4x8 space that would be handed over to 3 design experts. Their mission? To transform that space into a workable room. So, let's now meet our next challenger. Shall we?
Hi, I'm John Thrailkill. I'm from the Container Store, and we're very excited to accept Christopher's challenge to take on this wardrobe area. As you can see here, it's a very tight space. It's about 4 feet wide, and we have about 8 feet of depth to work with. What we've decided to do is to turn this really from just a regular closet space into a wardrobe and dressing area. Now, as you can see here, I have some sketches we've drawn together very, very quick. This is a floor plan view, so a bird's eye view showing that we have short hanging and long hanging clothes on the back wall. And then we're going to use the side wall here for some shelving and really to make use of some drawer space as well. And then accessory space will be along this other side wall over here. The back wall elevation here shows you that we've split up the back wall with short hanging being double hung. And then we also have long hanging space here, taking only the space that it needs to the floor, shelf space above it. And then we've got the other side wall view here, where we have solid wood shelving, natural wood, that's going to have drawers incorporated with doors, and then a sitting area here where you can do makeup and get yourself ready in the morning with a nice mirror right there. So I think by the time we're done, you'll see that we have really incorporated these steel locker baskets here, which really are great because they're very durable, but they're also visible because of the mesh design. But we're also going to use some natural fibers in here with this Makati hamper as well to really mix up the 2 mediums, as well as using natural woods in the shelving to really make it a nice warm feeling in there, but also make it extremely functional as well.
An office with plenty of storage idea in a 4x8 foot space? Okay, get your ballots out. What do you think? So, are you ready to see what John from Container Store did? Well, like the others, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Let's take a look. You know, trying to stay ahead of the clutter in one's home can be a daunting experience. I think that really shows up in one's wardrobe area. Well, John, our challenger from the Container Store, actually took the challenge, met it, and I think exceeded our expectations.
Thank you very much.
John, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Now, this is really an important space, isn't it? I mean, we start our day here.
Yes, absolutely.
It's really about time, isn't it?
It really is. When you really think about how much time you waste looking for a pair of shoes or trying to find the right belt or the right pair of hose, it really can add up to literally days and days over the course of a lifetime. So it's not just about organizing your things, but it's about saving you time.
And I think we need every free moment we possibly can.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and the real key to the whole space like this, any space in your home, really is creating a master plan from the very beginning so that you figure out exactly what you want the space to do for you, and then you can attack that plan, making everything visible, accessible, and flexible, and that way you know that it's going to work for you. And the flexibility is the real key to me, because that way I know if I can change things over time, I'm not going to repurchase things and buy new products for a space that I've already tried to take care of once before.
Exactly. Now, I've seen a lot of closet organizing stores. It's very built in, and after that, that's it.
That's right.
There's no room to grow. But I noticed, let's start way in the back of the room. You've got sort of a grid system back there.
Yes, it's a ventilated shelving system. What's nice about it, again, is the flexibility. So what you have with it is adjustable shelving. This actually attaches with a track at the very top that you only have to bolt in the wall at the very top. So the only holes are at the very top of your wall. Anyone can install this very easily. And it changes, so you can move the shelves up and down and change them over time. Plus, the light comes through the shelves for visibility. It's really wonderful.
That's, you know, I never thought about that. The fact of the matter is some of those dark cubby holes, it's hard to get back in there. I also even noticed that the rod that the clothes are hanging from is adjustable as well.
Yes, it is. The rod can be moved wherever you have a shelf, and really the nice thing is those are all cut to fit, so it can be cut exactly to the size of your closet very easily. And again, it can move around with you. If you leave the home and you want to take it with you, you can reconfigure it for a new home very easily.
I never would have thought that that long
built-ins that you put it there would actually fit in that space, but there's plenty of room to walk around in there.
Absolutely. As long as you leave yourself a few feet to walk in and out of the closet, to keep it as a walk-in closet, if it is a walk-in closet, you're fine. We added a dressing space here. We thought it would be nice to show that you don't have to just have clothing hanging in your closet. And so we said, let's have a space where you can actually sit down and put on makeup and make yourself ready for the day. And as long as you're keeping everything in mind in terms of your clothing, which really is long hanging, short hanging, shelf space, shoe space, and accessory space, and then drawer space, those 6 things, as long as you take all those into account within the closet, you can really make it do whatever you want to. And a sitting space is great to add.
Well, the sitting space makes it a pampering space.
Exactly
It's
right.
sort of that private little space where you can sort of sit down and chill for a minute.
Right.
You know, you can still stare at the clock and realize that you're 10 minutes late, but at least when you arrive at the office, you look like you spent a little extra 10 minutes on yourself.
That's exactly right. And if you have the luxury to do that with your space, it's always wonderful.
Yeah. Now, I noticed something else that makes the space work visually is you use things like hat boxes and clear shoe box holders so you can see everything.
Right.
All of that stuff is, again, visually stimulating to look at. And at the same time, it's keeping you organized.
That's exactly right. There's no reason that you'd have to have things in your organizing that are really boring to look at. You can do really nice things with different materials and things that look nice, you'll be happy to have in your home, but that also are serving a functional need. And that's what's really important about getting yourself organized the way you want to.
Exactly. Well, thank you for meeting our challenge.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Didn't he have some clever ideas? Yeah, I thought so too. We've got more cool stuff coming up, coming your way, coming soon. Don't go far. See, I did the closets in that room. I think I'm gonna do the closets in this room. Yeah.
Imagine a foundation that actually works with your skin, not against it. A foundation that covers all your imperfections while giving you the look of beautiful, bare skin. Presenting Bare Minerals from Bare Essentials. For 30 years, this innovative beauty company has given you the healthiest makeup on earth. Chemical-free, fragrance-free, all natural products that are actually good for your skin. Liquid and cream foundations contain chemicals, preservatives, and other fillers that can irritate your skin. But Bare Minerals is 100% pure. It covers all your imperfections, yet it feels so weightless on your skin, you'll forget you're even wearing makeup. And Bare Minerals provides a natural physical sunblock that protects your skin against the sun's harmful rays. Bare Minerals foundation is unlike any other makeup you've ever worn. Like precious pearls, your skin will have a natural luminosity.
I will never wear liquid foundation or powder or any of those other makeups. When I first put Bare Minerals on my skin, it was wonderful. It felt like air.
There's nothing that lets people know that you're wearing makeup. Your skin just looks really good.
I was so happy with it, so pleased. I felt 10 years younger.
Over half of adult women suffer from acne, so no matter what your skin challenges are, Bare Minerals is so pure, there's nothing in it to irritate your skin. It's the perfect foundation for all skin types. You'll receive 2 foundation tones in each kit, and warmth, a very special Bare Minerals that gives you a look of health and vitality. You'll also receive Mineral Veil. This feather light, airy, and completely sheer powder gives you an unbelievable soft focus finish. Plus 3 professionally designed brushes. You can try Bare Minerals for 60 days, and if for any reason you're not happy, just send it back for a refund of the purchase price.
To order, call 1-800-576-9167.
On the next Cookin' in Brooklyn, don't tell Alan Harding his food isn't hot enough.
They're going to be asking for fire extinguishers.
On the next Cookin' in Brooklyn,
I don't really want to kill them.
Tuesday at 8.
Wings are ready. Let me at them.
Only on Discovery Home Channel. Next, reality is really hitting home. Step by step, watch a true renovation story from the groundbreaking to the final touches. Get ready for House Lift, next on Discovery Home Channel.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about closets. I'd like to share with you a couple of Christopher Lowell classics, things in the past that have helped you either clean up those closets or get stuff out of those closets and organize them. Let's take a look at our first picture. Yes, I know. This looks like mine. Well, the cobbler's kids have no shoes. Yeah, this is what oftentimes happens when closets go bad. It's not a good thing. Now here you see a row of just, now what appears to be an overuse of a space. Take a look what can happen when it's organized. Isn't that terrific? We did this makeover a couple of years ago for our Small Spaces show. Here's what happens now. This becomes 2 tiers, so we have a level up here and a level up here for long and short hanging. Over here we have long and short hanging as well. And then we have an extra long for her right in here, which I think that works really, really well. Now on top of that, one of the things that's discussed with a lot of these kinds of things is open shelving is key. Open shelving is a great way to see color, because let's say you want this sweater, and if it's buried way down here, you can't get to it. Open bins like this, like we've seen today in our closet challenge. These sort of things, because of their construction, are obviously not only durable, they move out and you can see all 4 sides, so you're not digging into the bottom of things. However, there are situations when you do need drawers, places to organize. So here, pull-out drawers have been added here, pull-out drawers have been added here, and then this is a little 4-stack bin here that can come out and actually move around the room if you want to and push it back in. So this is a terrific use of space. And I have to tell you something. When it comes to closets, if you are not organized in your closet when you get up every morning, it is such a pain to go looking for this and the belt that matched that. You know what? Why stress yourself out? The world gives us too much stress to begin with. Let's take a look at the next one. Now, in our showcase house this year, we added lots of areas to actually make storage. And by making storage, we were able to free up closets and do something else with those. Here again, we showed earlier where we had actually taken a window and put shelves across the window. Open storage is great, especially if it's attractive. Here we also built a freestanding unit that we used as a workstation. We built under here a wine fridge, cooler, cookbook area with telephone, a letter area here, a wine rack storage for red wine, and then a glass area up here with little drawers here to pull out and stuff all your stuff. More importantly, we just built a simple shelving unit here and put little, what they call banana baskets from IKEA, which is quite nice. Let's take a look at the next one. Here in this banquette, we added this banquette and we actually made this plate rack to show off all of our gorgeous china, thus freeing up closets and all of that sort of stuff and taking advantage of the pretty things that we have. Okay, now let me show you another great way to maximize your storage space. Now, we went to a place called IKEA and we found all these really cool things which we think are so much fun. Now, in this kind of a demo, just about anything that will hold something is easily used. Here you see we have a whole stack of these magazine racks. Now, they don't look so attractive here, but think in terms of the line of this. Imagine stacking one here, another one here, another one here. How cool is that? Here again, we have another little storage compartment. This is a pull-out drawer that opens up like so. That is very, very cool. And we have, just from our workroom, we pulled this piece, which actually has lots of little compartments to put little tiny stuff in. And then we also found these fabulous legs. Now, these legs you can actually buy just the way they are. They have threads at the bottom of them. So we thought to ourselves, wouldn't it be a really cool thing to actually start arranging these things to make one big wall unit? So now you can do this any way you want to, but let's say we start with maybe a piece here, okay? Let's say we start with maybe another piece there. All of these can be attached any way you want to attach it. You can glue them, you can screw them, you can do it anything you want to. And let's say we leave an open area here for some tchotchke, like so. And that becomes a little place to put a wonderful little curio piece too. Let's say we extend with this one, let's do it this way. Off, let's say, to here. We put another one of these back to here, leaving maybe a little bit of space here. Now you have areas here, areas here. You've got a place for a tchotchke, tall area here, here, and here. Now imagine fixing all of this to a wall. You know, you get my drift? Now, the thing with something like this is you really want to work with primarily square objects if you want a really cool modern look. In the past, we've showed you how to actually make a wall just by taking little halves and pieces of different corners of legs and that kind of a thing and building more of a sort of traditional sculpture out of it. This is to be clean, simple, and chic. Now, once that's done, what we can do is take one of these areas and let's say we decide to put another small box here that would even this out. Then we could begin adding 4 legs to this, or 3 legs or 2 legs, depending how thick it is. So we had a leg here, a leg screwed here, and maybe a leg screwed here. What it will appear to be, though all of this is anchored together and then anchored to the wall, what it really appears to be is a console that you build up against the wall, which I think is very cool. Now, another great application is, let's say, at the end of a hallway, as you run to the end of a hallway just before you turn into a bedroom, there's usually a space that's no more than about 1.5 to 2 feet thick. But it goes vertically. Here again, if you want a very symmetrical look, this would be considered asymmetrical. You could begin stacking these things, let's say like this. Well, let's say we put this box in the center. Now it has almost a Chippendale top to it. Here again, we put a pole, and a pole, maybe attached up here, and another pole here, and you've got yourself yet another configuration. You get it? This is about using your imagination and using what you have, okay? Now, let's go over and see what it looks like, shall we? Okay. Let me just kind of get out of here. Okay. Now, dust myself off. Isn't this sensational? One of the things that makes this look so unusual and so real is that everything seems to be suspended from these legs. And in fact, the front part of this actually is suspended from these legs, but all of these are nailed together first, screwed into the wall. Always a good idea to start with finding a stud area first, so you know you've got a good anchor, and if you don't have a stud, you can use a bolt with a butterfly clip at the end that expands when you screw it, creating sort of a sandwich with the wall between the butterfly and the little bolt, all right? Let's take a look at what we've done here. We start from the bottom with our great contemporary-looking legs. Here we found a separate CD container. What a great space to put there. There's several drawers here, 1, 2, and 3. This is a great place to store stuff. Nice little modern chrome pieces here to match your legs. And we've used that chrome all the way through the area. We've got it here. We've got it all the way up through here. This is a uniting factor. This jewelry, all being consistent and the same in the knobs, really helps further the idea that this is a very modern piece. As we work our way up here, now here, this one was actually designed to go this way, but we actually turned it around to move another way. So now this all stacks up this way, when originally these were going in sideways, so we like that too. Here again, tons of storage, but more importantly, if you look at this thing as a whole, it gives an extraordinary design to the room. Now, remember we showed you what we did with those magazine racks. Let's take a look at those now. Here you see, because we love the line of this, we just continued the line. It's almost like the wave of an ocean. We stacked one up, we love that, we connected that line all the way up to the top. How cool. And we don't mind seeing these things because what makes this thing work, what makes this thing really hot is that not only does it look great, but it's clever too. And anytime you can design something for your home that says, gee, what a clever idea, it's priceless, and it doesn't have to afford a lot of money. By merchandising this properly, keeping it simple with just the things that you love showing and all the things you're not so hot about all go in here, this is a way where you can actually create storage where you need it, free up some of those pull-out drawers that you need for utilitarian things that you don't want to see. You get our drift? Okay, this is easy, right? So please try this at home. Now, we've got more closet redo ideas when you come back, so you better hurry. Let me see, I'm going to count. 100 million, 2, 103, 3. Okay, I got you covered. You better all be back and accountable when I come back.
Clorox Bleach Pen Gel lets you bleach exactly what you want to bleach, and nothing more. Clorox Bleach Pen Gel.
Need money? Greenlight Financial Services has millions of dollars we must lend by the end of the year. That's today. To reach that goal, we've got a great deal to help homeowners get money. Today only, you can get $40,000 for as little as $167 a month. And you'll make no payments for the first 90 days. To get the money you need, you just have to be a homeowner. And to get this deal, you've got to call today.
You've got the green light.
Call 866-66-FASTER for instant approval. There are no upfront costs, and you can get the money in as few as 7 days. So get money, pay bills, start the new year fresh. Get $40,000 for an incredibly low monthly payment with no payments for 90 days. Today's the last day for this great year-end deal. So homeowners, even with poor credit, call now before this great offer goes away.
866-66-FASTER. You've got the green light.
Monday, Christopher Lowell drops in.
Oh, hello again.
And completely transforms a co-ed's room into a cool place to crash.
We think you're going to really love it.
It's a lesson in dorm room decor. Then, Michelle's got a tiny apartment and a big mess.
Have you ever thrown anything away, Michelle?
That's the reason why you're over here. Helen Buttigieg helps clear the clutter. Monday. Don't miss Christopher Lowell's Wall to Wall at 9 and Need at 9:30. Only on Discovery Home Channel.
When is a diet pill worth $153 a bottle? When you're more than 20 pounds overweight and every diet plan has failed. Now there's Leptoprin.
Specifically developed for the significantly overweight, backed by a United States patent, a double-blind published clinical trial, and an ironclad 100% 30-day money-back guarantee. Leptoprin is simply the most powerful, clinically proven weight control compound available, period.
If you're one of those people who constantly worry about 5 or 6 vanity pounds, Leptoprin is not for you. Leptoprin is much too expensive and much too powerful for the casual dieter. But if you're one of the millions of Americans who are 20, 30, 50 pounds or more overweight, you need Leptoprin.
So when is a diet pill worth $153 a bottle? When it works, really works.
Isn't it time you tried Leptoprin? Call 1-800-419-8414. 1-800-419-8414.
Next, reality is really hitting home. Step by step, watch a true renovation story from the groundbreaking to the final touches. Get ready for House Lift, next on Discovery Home Channel.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about closets and organizing them and making them work for you. Now, we had a few problems with one of the closets from our showcase house. Well, here's what we started with. Hey, it's very dark in here. Somebody like... Oh, there it is. Oh, here's the light. Whew. Closets, you know? You gotta have them, but boy, if they're not organized. Look at mine here. I got all these, my carpet samples. I've sort of turned this into a kind of my little mini decorating center here. This is a total waste of space, but you gotta have some place to hang your stuff. It's amazing how much you can get in a closet this size. We're gonna need some vertical areas here for long hanging garments. We're gonna need some drawers in here for pull-outs, so there's sort of a dresserette kind of thing going on in here, and we're probably gonna need some additional shelves, but this is total waste of space. Looks like they had shelves in here at one time. Well, you know, organizing closets, it's a real feat. Now, there's a lot of places you can go and do it yourself, but there are also companies like anything from a Hold Everything to a California Closets. There are a lot of companies that feature and specialize only in organizing closets. We're gonna find one of those companies, and we're gonna give them a challenge. Help! Yay. Talk about your lack of organization. That closet really needs some help. And what I like about this show, you ask and help us on the way, even when it comes to redoing closets. Take a look. It looks so cool in here. You're gonna die. It's really great. We gave California Closets a challenge, and I think they lived up to it really well. You wanna see it right now? Okay. Ta-da! Doesn't this look great? Now, you remember what was here before? A couple of old shelves and a pole, and it just was taking up a lot of useless room. Well, we've solved a lot of problems here. We now have a complete built-in chest of drawers and hang area for long and short things, and little pull-out. Oh, I should show you that, huh? Okay. Starting from the top here, there is a rail that goes all the way across. This whole unit hangs on that rail, and it's bolted right to the inside of the closet. So we watched them put this up, and it's like 1, 2, 3, done. Love that. Over here, we have adjustable shelves, 2 here. This is for long hanging things. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves here. This is a nice counter area to put jewelry and that sort of thing, but aha, you don't have to do that because the jewelry thing is already built in. It's all lined in velvet, little compartments to put all your stuff. Good place for Sarah Coventry. Okay, over here, this little area here is a shorter area that's divided by one single shelf, so there's basically short garment, short garment. That works out fine, but what I really like, look at this. All I gotta do is pull this little thing out like so, and I can make my selection of what I'm gonna wear. So you can go, you can take a shower, and if you forget what you were gonna wear, it's right there. Cool. Something else that's really neat here is this is a little pull-out tie rack. So there's enough room to put about a dozen ties there, which is really nice. And that stays flush with the side of the cabinet and nice and organized. That pushes back in, and that pushes back in. Too cool. And this little thing pulls out. This is actually All this area here is to keep all of your belts organized. So we have a place to put all of our accents. We have a place to put all of our main clothing. And after the jewelry drawer, you've still got 4 more doors to do anything you want with. Let's see, I've got myself all organized in my new closet. Ooh, I forgot. I still have to do my socks and undies. That's a little private matter. I have to go now. Bye-bye. Isn't that fun? I just love all those things to pull out and hang your clothes and stuff on, don't you? Let's take a look at some viewer mail, shall we? Okay, let's see. Our first one is from Kai, and she's from Fort Myers, Florida. She says, Dear Christopher, your show inspired me to make a storage ottoman. Oh, good. My favorite hobby, other than watching your show, is needlepoint. I placed one of the pieces I did on the ottoman lid. The lid is a little crooked, but I'm very proud of that. I did it. Here you see the lid open. Here's a great idea to get something that looks attractive, but a place to store stuff that's not so attractive. Here's her needlepoint on the next picture. Let's take a look at that. I don't see that so crooked. Lighten up, will you please? It looks fabulous. Okay, thank you, dear. Now, the next one is from Lois. And Lois is from Pacific Grove, California, and she writes, Dear Christopher, I have a chest of drawers with a significant amount of wall space above it. I would love to have more storage, specifically a way to hang up clothes. How would you suggest that I maximize this space? Well, let's take a look at it. Now, we've got a chest here. She's got a mirrored screen here or a door. One of the things I would suggest, if you really want to get some maximum storage space, take a piece of pine and attach it right to the side of this piece and take it all the way up to the ceiling on both sides, the depth of the actual depth of this cabinet. Once that's done, attach it across the top like so. You can trim it out with a little bit of molding if you'd like to. Now, what I would do is then, from where this divide goes, put another pine plank up the same width, but cut from there to there, and another one from there to there, okay? Then the next thing I would do is add your just regular old closet doweling and the cups here and here, there and there, and then there and there, all right? Now what you've done is create a closet top. Now, you can either put doors on these, shutters on these, or you can go to a company like a Pier 1 and find those wonderful roll-down shades that have the white muslin and the bamboo in them, which can look really, really chic. When they're down, they can come just to about here. My first preference, since you've got the wood there, is just put open and closed shutters. Now you've got room to hang all of your long pieces here. Now, if you decide here and here is enough, you can leave this area open, mount a little light in here, put a nice framed mirror in here, and now you've got a vanity top as well. That's pretty cool, don't you think? See, just got to use a little bit of imagination. Well, that is our show for now. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you got some really good ideas about how to incorporate lots of storage ideas into your home, how to free up some of those closets and those drawers. You know, when we buy a house or rent an apartment, the first thing we look for is closet and storage space. And before you know it, well, we can't help ourselves. We have all those tiny little spaces just jam-packed with stuff. But you know what? Getting rid of the clutter in our lives frees us up to think about other things, because a cluttered home means a cluttered life and a cluttered mind. So the next time you open up that closet door, take a look at it one more time. Organize it. You know, it's easy to simply close the door and walk away, but don't. Think of, well, the sense of accomplishment you'll have by knowing that your world is getting organized, even when it's out of sight. Oh yeah, and guess what? You can do it. Bye for now. Have fun.
The Christopher Lowell Show is taped at Universal Studios, Hollywood. To order the book, Christopher Lowell's 7 Layers of Design, call 1-800-854-1117. Primary furnishings provided by Expressions Custom Furniture, where the only designer name they recognize is yours.
Well, that was disappointing, that show. They didn't even address the biggest storage problem. Where to keep your spare pocket protectors.
Hi, I'm Paul Hockman, and this is my house. It was designed 100 years ago, but my lifestyle...
Well, I woke up in the gutters and hot potato boy, they were in a state like I'd never seen. And oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my, me, oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my, me, oh my.